Hello again and welcome. I'm in walking mood today, so I'm going for a walk and I want to show you something. Just up these steps here. Let me put you onto wide. Here we go. So this is part of my walk every day. Sometimes you've got to do it twice, and as you can see, this is why you pay the good money, you see, because you get to see the secret places. I always give my health and safety warning here. Portuguese health and safety, there is no health and safety. So as we get into this glade, look, which is quite, I mean, it's beautiful in the summer, really nice, but this is what we come for. This is where the stories happen. This is the Fountain of Blood, Font de Gruta. It's supposed to be a secret tunnel to the castle, which is above us, up here. But like I said to everyone, I've sat here for almost a year and I've never seen a lad pop his head out going, "Hello mister, guess where I've just come from?" So the Fountain of Blood. The Fountain of Blood. The Fountain of Blood. Why is it called the Fountain of Blood? Do you want me to tell you? I'll tell you. Yeah, I will tell you. Why not? As we walk up to the next level, which is up here, the story started in 1180. So in 1180, there is a caliph, a Muslim leader, and he's in Algarve. Algarve is obviously, you're obviously not, is a Muslim word because Muslims used to run the place. Algarve was a place where the Muslim lived for nearly 700 years. Anywho, this caliph is wandering around Algarve and one day comes across some Portuguese soldiers. A fight takes place and the caliph gets stabbed. His son, who is going to be the next caliph, takes his dad's body to Seville. And as he gets to Seville, figuratively speaking, he turns round on Portugal, waves his fists and say, "I will have my revenge, Portugal." Well, it took him 10 years to get his revenge. He had a lot of problems in Morocco. But finally, in 1190, he gets a small army together. Well, the Portuguese say it was 10,000 warriors. The Muslims say it was 3,000 to 4,000. So you take your pick, really. I would imagine it was probably 4,000 or so Muslims. And they come into Algarve and they turn right. Their main aim is the port just below Lisbon, which is called Sines or Sins. I'm probably pronouncing it wrong. Let me just show you where we are now. We're at the now. This is the old way in, right in front of me there, and you can just see the castle in the background. So back in the day, this is where Templar Knights would have walked, but not today. So they take Sines, pretty sharpish, and they can't cross the Tejo, the Tagus River, because if you've ever been to Lisbon, you'll know how wide it is. So they march along the south of the river till they get to 20 miles south of Tomar, in a city called Brilliance, also a castle built by Gualdim Pais, who built the castle in Tomar. They take that castle and they keep coming. Now I'd imagine the bells would have started ringing by then. Gualdim Pais, he built a defensive line all the way across the north bank of the Tejo River to keep the Muslims out. So the bells would have been ringing, people down in the city that had started to come up, you know, for refuge. That would have been the Jews in the Jewish quarter, the administrators for the Templar Knights. It would have also been farmers. This was frontier land. This was, you got tax relief if you came and lived in and around here, obviously because there were lots of baddies close at hand, who might kill you. So they would have come up to the castle for refuge. And on the 1st of July 1190, the Templar Knights, 300 of them in the castle there, including Gualdim Pais, the Grand Master, slammed the doors shut, and they were in a siege situation with an army, the Caliph and his 3,000 to 4,000 to 10,000 warriors. And this siege situation, it lasted for 6 days. Now, if you don't know what a siege is, what happens generally is they cut the water off, they cut the food off. Let me give you a quick whiz around. They cut the food off, and it's a waiting game really. It's the first person to blink. Now, Gualdim Pais, he's been in the Holy Land. He was in the Holy Land for 10 years. No, he wasn't. He was in there for 6 years. And in that time, he was in many sieged and besieged. This is the back gate of the castle. Look. This was built a lot later than the castle was built. Obviously, you don't want to build a set of steps up your back of your wall. But we're going to go this way, and I'll carry on telling the story. And this siege is going to last 6 days. On the 6th day, the Muslims breach the main gate, now called the Bloody Gate, and a battle commence. And I will show you. I'll go up and I'll film the Bloody Gate, and you'll see how defensive this castle is and how well built Gualdim Pais built this castle. The siege ended. The Muslims came in right in the bottom of the gate, where they were pushed out by said 300 Templar Knights right into the front of the castle, which is down there. And they said the battle that commenced on that day, there was that much bloodshed, it turned the fountain of blood red with blood. That's just one of my stories on my walk. Hope you can join me one day. My name's Mark, and I run Hardgraph Guides here in Tomar. I also do audio tours in Porto, in Almada, which is just off Lisbon, Faro in Algarve, and Lagos in Algarve, and of course an audio tour of Tomar. Phew. It's a scorcher. It's probably about 35 still, and it's about 5:30 in the evening. I've come up here. This is the natural park of the Seven Hills at the side of Tomar Castle. I'll give you a quick view. It's a very beautiful place. It was given to the Templar Knights when they got the land to build the castle. And it was where they would train. It's where they would grow food even. In the 1990s, it was given to the people of Tomar. It's now our park, our natural park. And I'm just coming up to have a look at the back, because this is a place where only locals tend to visit. And there's quite a lot going on really, because there is a massive defensive wall all the way around Tomar Castle that no one really sees unless you've got to walk around it. So I'll show you. Coming up is an old olive, what's the word I'm looking for? Olive press. I would imagine back in the day olive trees were very important to the Templars, well, very important to people in Portugal per se. But here we go, have a look. I've lost my breath. So here you go. There's not a lot going on today, and if I'm honest with you, I don't really know whether it's Templar or not, but it's quite interesting. Well, I think it is. Well, there you are, look. This is actually the press. You can see there where a weight would have gone. That's where the olives would have sat as they were squelched, and then down to that. It's probably a lot newer than Templar. This is probably the Knights of Christ. and no roof. There you are. Worth the trip, wasn't it? I'm not going to get bored of this really, but this is where we're heading, up here onto the top of this hill here, and then we're going to come right round back down, and then I'm going to have a beer. I don't know about you lot, because by the time I get round here I'd have deserved it. So it's a massive piece of land, and I suppose it would have fed a lot of Templar Knights back in them their olden days. See here, look, I mean, we're walking along the aqueduct. It's brilliant. They have staging points along the way, because you don't want it to go, I mean, obviously it's got to go downhill to the convent, but you can't just have it going downhill from start to finish, because by the time it gets to the finish line, it'll be a torrent. It'll be like a blooming fireman's hose. It's great up here, you see, and it's so peaceful. There's no one around. I've seen a couple of people earlier on. There's a few more tracks. You can see a few more tracks for skirt around, but it is an absolutely lovely place. Lovely trees, lots of pine trees, and lots of cicadas. Now this place we're coming up to now is a well. I don't know a lot about this at all. This is not my cup of tea really, it's not my area of expertise, if I have an area of expertise. But it is, it's lovely, isn't it? This is the well, I think. I'm just guessing really. And again, look, more aqueduct. Must have took ages to build this. You know, so much work involved. And we're talking, you know, before concreting and modern technology came along. And just to make something go downhill, I mean, I know you probably put some water in and see which way it goes, but here we go. I'll keep you rolling and I'll show you what this is. It's great, isn't it? Ah. It looks old. Well, that bit of piping doesn't look that old. This is the, I think this is a trap. Water, I think, sits in there. It's a nice little, oh, there's a, La Luce. And I would imagine this held water. What's this? That's going. I actually don't know where that goes. But it's nice and cool in here though. Let's hope there's not any scary things. Oh wow, you see? I can't really see into that, and I don't want to. I'm a bit of a coward. Let's go out again. Let's have a look up here. I'd imagine it's just the water, where the water came from. And this is where they probably held the water. Looks like a reservoir. Be a nice swimming pool now, wouldn't it? Hey? Right. That's there to stop that falling. Ooh, get there quickly. That's a big piece of That's a bit of old engineering, isn't it, keeping that wall? But I suppose it needs it. There you go, look on the other side. There you have it. Alright, I've got to get out of here now. How do you get out of here? Oh shit. Excuse my French. I'll go round. That's probably the safest way. I'll see you later. I'm going to walk around the side of here, and that's boring. That's quite a long walk, that. It's not a long walk, it's just a uphill walk, and it's quite warm. I've got my headphones on. I was just listening to podcasts as I go. Well, before I do go, I'm on a swing. Can you see? And look at my view. How good is that? So it's worth it just for doing this. I'll see you next time. Hope you've enjoyed this video. I've enjoyed giving it to you, as they say. I'll leave you with a picture of the convent in the distance.